December 29, 1980, the Prophet is dead. But why is he smiling?
Oga, look, he's smiling!
To kill this one man, 4,177 people had to die. This is the story of the 11 days of hell. But it didn't start with a war. It started with a neighbor, Baba Habibu.
Malam, you cannot block my water path.
Before the guns, Maitatsine lived in the Yanawaki quarters. He was the neighbor from hell. He built a wall blocking the community water path.
Who will stop me? The police or I own the police?
He was right. When the neighbors complained, the police arrested them. But he wasn't just building a wall. He was building an army. Mohammed Marwa was not Nigerian. He was from Cameroon. He had been deported years earlier, but he simply walked back in. Our borders were wide open. At night, trucks arrived at his door, offloading strange men from Chad and Niger. An invading army was built inside our walls, and nobody checked their papers. How did a ragged preacher finance a war? He ran a beggar's empire. Every kobo gathered was brought back to the enclave. With this army of beggars, he bought loyalty, and he bought weapons.
Abincin ya kusa dahuwa. Don Allah ku tsaya a layi, kuma ku yi haƙuri. Kowa zai ci abinci.
To join his brotherhood, you had to be branded.
This is the truth, not this falsehood. Away with it! Believe me!
This pain is your passport to paradise. Now, you belong to me. But the monster had a weakness. His son, Tijani. While the father preached poverty, the son lived like a prince. One day, Tijani was stabbed in a market fight over a woman.
She is not for you.
He died that night.
They killed my brother. Who killed Kanana?
The city took my son. Now I take Zai.
He didn't blame the killer. He blamed the government. He declared war. The revenge began. He kidnapped his neighbors.
Ku to nan, kafira. Zaki bi mu. Dan Allah, ku ji tausayi. Ina za ku kai ni. Yi shiru ki ci gaba da tafiya.
He threw Hajia Atine into the wood room, a dark dungeon inside his compound.
We were fed like dogs.
He would visit them, wearing his dead son's watch, mocking them. Your police cannot save you now.
Eat! If you want to live, eat!
December 18th. The police tried to intervene with tear gas. It was a fatal mistake.
Disperse or we fire!
The Fanatics didn't run.
Charge for victory! Forward! No stop stopping!
They charged through the smoke. They butchered 4 policemen and burned their vans. The police fled. Kano belonged to the Prophet. For 11 days, the laws of Nigeria were suspended. They hunted anyone with a watch or a bicycle. And the saddest part? The soldiers they used were children.
Baba said the tin axe is iron. The bullets will not hurt us.
The police have failed, then send in the army. Crush them.
President Shagari had seen enough. He slammed the phone down. Send in the army. December 24th. The ground shook. The Nigerian Army brought tanks and mortars. But as the tanks advanced, they stopped.
This is a war zone. Anything that moves is a target.
They didn't see soldiers. They saw women. Maitatsine had sent the wives of the cult members to the front lines as human shields.
They are not civilians. They are combatants. Fire!
The commander hesitated, but the fanatics fired arrows from behind the women. The order was given. Fire. The bombardment began. The prison walls collapsed. The neighbors escaped. But the fanatics didn't surrender. They charged the tanks with kitchen knives, believing they were bulletproof. It wasn't a battle. It was a harvest of death. When the smoke cleared, the police entered the private
Check
rooms.
that shelf. On it. Nothing yet. Look under it. Wait, I see something. Sir, these jars on the shelf. Check them carefully. This one feels heavy. Bring it here.
What they found turned their stomachs. Glass jars containing preserved organs, pits filled with old bones. It was a house of rituals.
In the
In the chaos, the prophet tried to run. He was shot in the leg and died in the bush. His followers buried him in a shallow grave.
Sir, we found him.
When the army dug him up, soldiers claimed his body was still fresh. That he was smiling. The death toll was 4,177. There were too many bodies for coffins. Bulldozers scraped the streets. Garbage trucks dumped the bodies into mass graves. They were covered in lime and erased from history. To prevent his grave from becoming a shrine, the government burned Maitatsine to ashes. The man who wanted to rule Nigeria ended up as dust in a jar on a police shelf.
This is the news from Kano. Situation reversing descents.
The survivors returned to ruins. But 45 years later, the question remains. While Maitatsine burned, his lieutenants escaped to Maiduguri. They regrouped. Did Maitatsine really die? Or did his spirit just change its name? History doesn't repeat itself. It rhymes. But before we close this chapter, look at the streets of Nigeria today. In 1980, Maitatsine built his army using neglected street children. Today we have over 20 million out-of-school children roaming the same streets, hungry, angry, waiting for a leader. We call them beggars. Maitatsine called them soldiers. The question isn't if history will repeat itself. The question is the next Maitatsine already preaching somewhere near you while the government looks away again? Tell us in the comments, is poverty the real religion of terrorism? Subscribe to Ancient Nigeria Reimagined. We document the history they want you to forget.